Hey y'all, Stacy here. Thank you so much for joining me for another Chop and Chat. This Chop and Chat is brought to you by my most recent club shipment and some encouragement from some fellow YouTubers. I'm trying a new to me scent today. As a quick reminder, I do use mostly 25-watt and up Scentsy warmers as I am a Scentsy consultant, and those warmers are on for about 15 hours a day, just in case we talk about warming, but this is a brand new to me scent. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so we can stay in touch. Now, it's pretty surprising because this is a green scent, and I do love an avocado toast just like the next person, but I have never tried sea salt and avocado. It is at least not a scent that I remember actively, and it doesn't exist in my spreadsheet, so I do watch a channel here on YouTube, Amy. I think she's Happily Scented Life or Happily Scented Homes. I'll put her channel name up in my description box. But I was chatting with her in her comments section, and she thinks I'm really going to like this. So I put it in my club shipment. It did come with some cracks. You see, it's got like, I think, two, maybe three cracks. The cracks here that it came with are really just right along the lines that I'm going to chop anyway. So these kinds of cracks do not bother me in the slightest. And I don't think they impact performance. Now, I don't know if you can see this little X here. It did not come like that. That is how my little one lets me know that this is a scent that he would like to have in his room if possible. So he has smelled this bar and I was not around, so he put a little X on it so that I know that he would like to give it a try. I always love when I open up one of these and I see that he has kind of smelled through them and decided that this is one that he'd like to try. So it gives me a smile, but it is not the way that it comes. Now, if you've been with me for a chop and chat before, you know this already, but I do want to just remind anybody that who might be new, first of all, hi, welcome. And second of all, I do like to cut the star shapes, which are in the four corners of my Scentsy bricks, into half. And those are the only ones in the brick that I'm going to cut into half. And then all of the other shapes that exist in the Scentsy brick, I'm going to cut those into thirds. I really love the fact that these shapes kind of help me to put the cubes back in. You would not believe how confused I can get, even with the shapes sometimes. So I just find that cutting this way allows me the closest approximation of a single cube of wax in a regular bar. And since going up by cubes in a single bar is kind of what I'm used to, it's just a nice close approximation to kind of what I would put in the warmers if I had this in a bar. Now for this particular brick, it's not going to matter because I have no memory of ever melting this in bar form. So this is going to be an adventure. I will tell you on cold sniff, it is beautiful and the fragrance is fragrancing, which I am not the best cold sniffer in that I don't always know when I first smell a fragrance if I am going to enjoy the fragrance. I really do need to warm it to know, and that's just the way that I am. This fragrance, though, which I think being called sea salt and avocado, it does just bring to mind to me an avocado toast. And I think I kind of was a little off put by that. And I do love an avocado toast, but it sounded like such a neutral fragrance that I think I probably just skipped over it in years past. What is interesting is the scent notes list pink sea salt, Valencia orange, and creamy avocado. And I do love a Valencia orange scent. I also love green scents, and sea salt and ocean breeze type scents are also my jam. So if I looked at the scent notes, I'm not sure why I didn't give this one a try. And man, I really am picking up a beautiful, fresh, bright, fragrant green scent, at least on cold sniff. I have no idea how it's going to perform, but I am very excited for it. And I felt pretty confident to go ahead. This is only available in brick, in case you were wondering. It's not in the current catalog, it's not a limited time offer. You cannot get this in bar form, but if you have a club, you can order this in brick form. And I have a half price item with my club, so I decided to give it a try. Even though, to be honest, I would not do this were it not for the recommendation of Amy, the fact that I had a half price item in my club available, just because this is a lot of wax. A brick is basically like getting just over 5 bars of wax. That's a lot. Like, that's very close to the maximum amount that I will allow myself to keep in my stash of any one scent. So, I do have bricks that I get very frequently, like baked apple pie, and certainly sugar cookie is another one, but those are scents that I melt and mix with often, and I know them very well. Another brick that I often get is Blue Grotto. I really love that scent, and I know it well as a bar, so I've melted it a lot in bar form. And sight unseen, to try a brick, it's a lot of wax, and I do have a larger kind of wax stash, so I don't like to bring in large volumes of wax if I don't know that I'm going to be able to melt it quickly. I do love bricks though, because if you love a scent, it is a great way to get a good bang for your buck, and I'm really excited to give this one a try. It smells beautiful and cold, but I cannot judge it yet. I have to wait until I get it in some warmers. I just am honestly so relieved, and I did look at it to see that it had that Valencia orange in there. So, very unique. I'm not sure what the avocado is bringing to this party. Maybe it's a neutral. We'll just have to see, but I will let you know in my warm reviews. And maybe when I get my first melting done with this, I'll pop a little quick review in my community tab so that you can know how it went for me, because I am sure it is going to take me at least a little bit of time to get through all of this wax, even if I enjoy it. So I'll hopefully be able to provide you a little intermittent update. I would love to hear in the comments below, have any of you ever done this where you can only buy a large amount of wax either in brick, or if, it's some other vendor or retailer or whatever it is, and you just decide, you know what, I'm going all in and I'm going to give this thing a try, even though I have no idea if it is even remotely going to work for you. And how did that go for you? If you did, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to talking to you soon.